Good morning. It's going to be an exceptionally mild Christmas Eve today. We're also looking at a fairly cloudy day. There's murky conditions, some drizzle especially in the west, and some rain in the northwest. I'll have all the details shortly.
What it's going to be like for today and tomorrow. Morning, Carol.
Good morning, both. Good morning to you too. In a word, Sal, it's going to be extremely mild for the time of year. Actually, that was more than a word, wasn't it? Today, what we've got is a warm front which is crossing us. Now, it's crossed much of the UK, but it hasn't gone through East Anglia yet. So you'll notice the difference in the temperature. Most of us in double figures. East Anglia at the moment still in single figures. But these morning temperatures are still above our maximum afternoon temperature we would expect at this time of year. So the maximum afternoon temperature on Christmas Eve in Edinburgh, we would normally expect to be around about 7 degrees. At this time in the morning, it's already 12 and still rising. Now, what we have is high pressure in charge of our weather. We've got cloud toppling around it, but it's a cloudy, murky start. The wind is coming up from the southwest, so it's dragging in, as well as a lot of mild air, a fair bit of cloud as well. And our weather fronts producing some rain in the northern and western Isles, where it's also quite windy. We've also got some showery outbreaks of rain across western Scotland. But the cloud this morning, thick enough for some drizzle, especially in the west. It's a murky start, but through the day we'll see some breaks develop. Northeast Wales, for example, northeast England and northeast Scotland. And in northeast England and northeast Scotland, there's a potential we could reach 15 degrees today. Extremely mild for the time of year, and that would make it one of the warmest Christmas Eves on record. But widely, look at this, 10 to 13 or 14 degrees. As we head on through the evening and overnight, it remains fairly cloudy. We'll hang on to some drizzly bits and pieces in the west. Once again, it's going to be quite murky. We could see some fog forming, for example, in parts of the south, and it remains wet and windy across the northwest of Scotland. These are our overnight lows, so still, even though they're the minimum temperatures, they're still quite high. We're looking at 8 to 11 degrees. Now, as we head on into Christmas Day, you can see we still are in this very mild flow, still dragging in a lot of cloud, and we still have a weather front positioned across the northwest of Scotland. So there's not a lot of movement in the weather. So still some rain here and windy. Drizzly bits and pieces to start with in the west, but it should dry up. And for much of England and Wales, it will be a largely dry day, again with some breaks. Best breaks on Christmas Day itself, northeast Scotland, northeast England, parts of Wales and parts of southern England. And although the temperatures aren't quite as high as they're going to be on Christmas Eve, they still are high for Christmas Day. Then as we head on through the latter part of the week, through Boxing Day, if you are travelling, for example, not a lot of change. We've got a weather front that looks like it's going to produce some rain across parts of Northern Ireland and Scotland and move northwards. And for England and for Wales, mostly dry. Could be some drizzle at times, and there'll be some fog to watch out for as well. Next week, though, Sal and Roger, looks a bit cooler and more unsettled.
Carol, it's far too warm for Christmas.
It is, isn't it?
It is. I know. Any dreams of a white Christmas are out the window. Not even the reindeers and the Grampians are going to see them this year.
Oh.
The way it's going, we're going to be having Barbies on the beach before long, aren't we? Thank you, Carol.
Thank you.